I got a feeling, it's going to widen out all day.
Spotter Rick Corelli and his mates up on the roof going to have their hands full today.
It's a new day, Vince. And those spotters have their eyes wide open, wondering what they're going to see.
Last race winner, Chandler Smith, on the inside. The green flag is in the air, and we're racing at Atlanta. Goes from wide to narrow through one. They've all made it through safely.
Chandler Smith with that hand out the window, flagging Matt Crafton. He was going to gun the gas, made that work, squirted out to the lead, but now falling back, and they're already into the wall.
That's DiBenedetto.
Matt DiBenedetto, the right side damage on that 25 truck.
We saw the cup cars up in that third lane during their practice session.
And believe me, that's what Matt DiBenedetto saw too. He saw him up there, and he said, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going high, but his truck didn't stick.
Gamble that didn't pay off already. He's gathered it back up, but what kind of damage has been done to that 25 machine?
I don't really see any tire smoke yet, Vince. That's be the main concern. Go into while he goes.
Had to have a tire down, Michael.
Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up.
Still green, but surely going to go caution here unless he can get that down out of the way.
Look how much damage even the left rear fender is bent, Bill. That could be end of the day for the 25.
I was talking to Matt down in the garage area an hour ago, and he was talking about how much fun he's having here in the truck series and what a great truck he had here. Unfortunately, it's certainly may not end the day, but it's going to certainly cripple his chances.
He did a great job getting it off track without creating further damage to the other trucks involved.
Look at this push. That's DiBenedetto getting on the back of Friesen, really accelerating down the back, taking the lead, and then he decides to flare out, and this is where it goes wrong.
He's got a little bit loose. You saw the back end wiggle just a little bit, and he's so close to the outside wall, he had no room to catch it, Michael.
And he might have very well clipped the back of Stuart Friesen and jumps in the front of his truck. See if he gets, as he goes by, trying to go by Friesen. Right there, that little bit of a touch could have upset that truck. And I don't foresee them just riding along. I think they're going to have to start working early and hard to get through this group of trucks. And there you see them catching the back of the pack now. They're going to have to go now to get to the front.
They were over 5 seconds behind about 4 laps ago. Now they're inside of 2 seconds. Watch those guys. Carson Hocevar is going to jump down to the bottom and said, let me go with you.
Oh, and Hocevar got really loose off 4.
He was running third earlier, and he got out of the draft and backed up to these guys right here.
It'll be interesting to see if that bottom lane truck has moved to the top. Zane Smith and John Hunter Nemechek going with it.
Leaving this stage.
Garrett Kraus right in front of him, Michael.
You can't throw it all out the window for this stage win, but they're driving like they were willing to.
Menards.
2 to go in stage 1 in Atlanta. Stuart Friesen has been out front the entire way so far.
What about those two? Didn't we see them in the pre-race highlights? There it is. Chastain pushing to the front. They're in position to do that again.
Watch this bump. See if John Hunter gives the 41 of Chastain a bump. Looked like he backed off. Didn't want to take a chance this early.
Chastain slipping.
Chastain trying to keep it down. Look at that back end wiggle out.
He wanted to be right on that white line, didn't he, Vince? But he couldn't hold it.
1 lap left. The final lap here in stage 1.
Look at those dives to the bottom, trying to take advantage of the draft to get there for the end of the stage.
Friesen continues to lead. Infinger runs second. Derek Kraus third. It's the way they've been most of this stage. Matt Crafton into the 4th spot in that neon yellow. Eckes on the bottom, leading that bottom line. Can they get up and contend for the stage win?
Green checkered here.
Here comes Stuart Friesen across the line, and he gets stage 1 at Atlanta. Wow, it has been a long time for Stuart Friesen. Hadn't won a stage since October of 2020, but just pockets his 11th career stage win, and it's a big one.
That looked like synchronized driving, didn't it?
Oh boy.
Now there's Haley Deegan, it has gone from bad to worse for Haley.
That's not good.
Rough start to the 22 season.
Oh wow.
Haley, as you can see, fire on that left rear.
That has to be some fluid.
Have to lock it up.
Caught on fire.
I thought it was something inside the car.
Better after she had come to pit road. Tight stage 1.
Like Austin Hill might have got third.
Start up on the tailgate of his teammate. Christian Atkins giving a push. That inside lane's formed up though.
And John Hunter knows how to push. Push Stewart Friesen right out to the lead. They both actually cleared Eckes.
Comes Ben Rhodes on the bottom.
So 3 Thor Sport trucks right there with Rhodes, Eckes, and Crafton. Majeski in there. Excuse me, not Rhodes, Majeski in
No,
there.
once it's off,
66.
you're gonna push it, push it, push it, push it. Don't give it pop. Pushing you.
That is aggressive. That's what it's going to take to stay out front, Phil. The guy in second is going to have to stick with the leader if that's what he chooses to do. See that bottom line is forming up and not making any ground.
And that's what they're trying to do, is to make sure they don't allow that bottom line to get up beside them.
And you also
A lot of the chalk from the extinguisher, so she's recovering from that, but she was treated and released.
thank you, Jamie. Tough break for Haley D.
Blaine Perkins.
Blaine Perkins.
That's what you call pancaking it.
Hold your line, hold your line.
Trying to gather it up and make sure he doesn't collect anyone in the process as he's getting off the track and heading to pit road.
He was running 23rd. I talked about that long line of trucks in the lead draft. He was one
Got a
of them.
tire down.
Up in turns 3 and 4. Got a little bit wide
Boom.
coming off.
Maybe squeezed a little bit by that truck on the inside.
Back when
About
Russia,
that call to bring them down.
back when it was USSR,
So far
that's
close to the
Russia
end of
that
the
had all
stage.
those.
We know that everyone else more than likely
P47 Thunderbolt.
It was really difficult to get grip. I'm sure the Xfinity drivers and the Cup boys as well are noticing you can go from the stomp of the gas on the bottom. That will dictate some of their decisions on the choose rule.
Nemechek leading down the inside line still. Majeski pulls up even. 4 laps left, stage 2. Nemechek and Majeski side by side. Too wide throughout the pack. Down the backstretch.
Looks like a pace lap there for the first several rows.
Look at this big push by Chandler Smith on the back of Majeski. That's going to get him the lead. And he's slipping up the hill. Here comes Smith to the bottom.
Smith to the bottom and going for the lead as he pushed Majeski up, and now Chandler Smith credited with leading that lap.
Let's give a shout to Tyler Ankrum. That's him in the 16 truck on the inside, right behind the 18 of Chandler Smith. Good to see him running up front.
Tanner Gray up there on the outside, right behind Matt Crafton. He's done a nice job of getting in contention.
Now Majeski has gone back with that high line to the lead.
Wow, they're running right out next to the fence. I don't think anybody saw this coming after the test sessions we had back during the winter, but these boys are able to race all over the track.
2 laps left in stage 2. Majeski still out front, getting a little help from Nemechek. Chandler Smith leading on the inside line, and trouble
Oh,
for
watermelon.
Ross Chastain in the 41 truck.
Looks like is it a flat left rear tire?
He's made contact with the outside wall.
And you see a lot of damage.
Coming to 1 to go in this stage, and look how tightly they're packed at the front. There goes John Hunter to the bottom.
Nemechek
about
to
to
the
say.
bottom, leaving Majeski, and now Majeski by himself on that top lane.
Can that
with a
18 do
couple of,
anything?
Truck spaces back
Can that
before
18 do anything?
This is exciting. Oh,
Never
Chandler
mind.
Smith holding on to it.
Ankrum thought for a moment to jump to the inside.
Maybe a little payback
Thought
here.
better of it.
so close.
And the caution is out with John Hunter Nemechek leading.
Oh, it's
It
a
will be
tire or
John Hunter
something.
Nemechek winning stage 2.
They hit it. Somebody just
Caution
drop
comes out
kicked
on
it.
this final lap.
Watermelon. I think it was Ross Chastain's or that black and red truck right there, somebody's tire came off. Yep.
And there you see
Out of
the
line
3
with the
on
tire.
track, and that is from the 41 of Chastain. And there's a good look at that right side damage you mentioned, Michael. John Hunter Nemechek, the stage 2 winner. 3rd stage win this season. Can he capitalize and make it a race win? In fact, has led a few today.
It'll be a break for Ross Chastain. Ross is the first truck not on the lead lap, so he will get the free pass.
Chastain had a tire problem early in the race to fall a lap down, as you see the crew trying to do something to enable that 45 truck to continue to roll. And there's Dean Thompson. You guys just talked about what a good day he had been having.
Shut it down, shut it off. It's leaking oil now.
See if we can dig into what happened here. 3 wide. Thompson's on the bottom. Does he get loose down there? Yeah.
Yep, sure does.
Ran into Eckes. That's a shame.
Wallace Allen also came along. Ooh, Matt Crafton narrowly avoided him and Jack Wood.
Jack Wood did a good job of evasive action there to try to miss it. Just lock him up. You got another set of tires. Lock it up.
The nose went up off the white line, and then by trying to correct it and pull it down, he lost the back end.
I don't know, Jack Wood. I don't know why he did that.
Zane ran in the back of Jack
Yeah, he got damaged.
as they were trying to slow down.
Watch him right on the white line, and then it starts to slip up and bam. That's just experience on these big, fast 1.5 miles. It doesn't matter. We're talking Atlanta here, Vegas, Texas. You run these kind of speeds, the air is just different than a short track racer has ever. What about the vet? What about the vet crafted through?
For some of these guys. Stage 3 in Atlanta.
Stuart Friesen gave up that second position, Vince, and got on the outside with his buddy Grant Enfinger. They stuck together throughout this whole race. Be interested to see if that continues.
A couple of Full Sport trucks down on the bottom hooked up. Todd Majeski pushing pin roads. High in the 66 truck.
2 wide deep into the pack and 2 wide at the front. Enfinger and Rhodes side by side for the lead. Final stage in Atlanta. Enfinger getting a little push from Friesen. Friesen won stage 1. Corey Heim right behind them in 3rd. In that 51 truck.
And there's Carson Hocevar up in the top 5.
Remember, he was in the top 5 early, backed out of it. Obviously, they worked on that truck, Phil Gould and the boys. Got him hooked up now.
He just always seems to line up toward the front. Like we talked about Corey Heim, you can count on Carson to getting there too.
There's John Hunter Nemechek in that number 4 Toyota. Caution is out.
Nice save, not letting that truck go back across the racetrack towards the outside wall.
Running 15th at the time.
Now everybody's in their window right here, guys. So I think we come to pit road now and we're done. We're done pitting.
And as he lost speed, does it get everyone else to bunch up? Take a look. There's Gray in that black 15.
Screen, just a little bit of a scrub there.
And there you see the 30 truck on the bottom as Gray continues to scrape along the wall. And he comes down the track, and I'm sure the 30 gets.
There's Jordan Anderson, the 3, and the 30 of Tate Fogelman.
Oh,
Got
Jordan just
hooked.
wasn't quite clear. And
There you have it.
That was actually the next corner,
Yeah.
or maybe even the next lap, right?
right, the next corner, I
Yeah.
think. Gray lost his momentum, was slowing down. Jordan thought he had him cleared and didn't. Almost did.
Yeah.
And
Tate,
the
an
3
innocent
collects the
bystander.
30 in the process. See, and Corey Heim. John Hunter Nemechek a couple of laps down, but 3rd in line, trying to run interference for his 2 teammates up ahead. Zane Smith stalking. Smith, Rhodes, Majeski, Tanner Gray. Can they form up a line and challenge that KBM duo at the front?
Derek Kraus is a lone taker down on the bottom trying to make something happen.
4 laps left.
All about positioning now, trying to get yourself the right space off the truck in front of you and learn how long it takes to get that run, how long it takes to make up that space.
Is that damage on the left front hurting Zane Smith from
Come on,
making any of
boys.
the moves he'd like to make?
I've seen him race through the field, Vince. He's been able to go everywhere he wants to go, so I would say no. But unfortunately, with these 3 KBM trucks tied together, his hands are basically tied.
I think the guys made really nice repairs on that.
Oh.
That truck did a nice job. Took their time, did a nice job. I don't think it's hurting him. The only thing hurting him right now is John Hunter Nemechek 2 laps down in front of him.
Bit of a gap, too, back to Ben Rhodes behind Zane Smith. Rhodes and Majeski. Can they team up and get a push? Two to go at Atlanta. Chandler Smith, a three-time series winner. Corey Heim, yet to win in the series, still running on a part-time basis. Both teenagers, both from the state of Georgia. Oh, how big it
Watermelon
would be
Man back down pit road.
for these two teenagers. Coming to the white flag.
John Nemechek helping out the
Chandler
teenagers.
Smith continues to lead. Smith trying to go back-to-back after winning at Vegas. Heim goes to the bottom. Getting some help from John Hunter Nemechek. New leader, Corey Heim. Wow. Chandler Smith left on the outside. Here comes Thorsport. Ben Rhodes in third, or in second, trying to go to the outside. Nemechek. But it's going to be Chandler Smith or Corey Heim. Corey Heim wins in Atlanta.
That was incredible.
First career win.
Great job, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Nice work.
Great job, guys. Thanks, everybody. KBM, Kyle, everybody. This is a big win right here for us.
Some awesome, yeah!
Well, Chandler Smith's got to feel a little bit left out on that because Corey Heim went and John Hunter Nemechek went with Corey Heim. He had to make a decision. Do I go with Heim or do I go with Chandler Smith? And he chose Corey Heim.
On the bottom where that run was.
Couple laps down. Majeski third and Chandler disappointed for sure. Fourth place finish.
Well, that was something that we did see coming. Corey Heim going to victory lane after the way he performed last year in just a couple of starts. He just impressive young racer. And wow, to do it on this stage though, he had a couple of teenagers from Georgia battling it out for a win. Doesn't get much better than that at your home track.
From Marietta, Georgia, 19 years old.
John Hunter Nemechek certainly got in the middle of that at the end. Just the slightest push, and away he went.
The 8th straight race going back to last season, won by a driver 22 years or younger. And they just seem to keep getting younger and younger. Chandler Smith, teenager, won at Vegas. Corey Heim, teenager, wins here at Atlanta. Jamie Howe is with the winner.
Corey Heim now has the helmet off. He celebrated with the fans for just a moment. Corey, you've been coming here since you were a kid. You raced Bandoleros back here when you were just 14 years old to win at Atlanta Motor Speedway. How did you put your head down and trust your team behind you?
Yeah, that was awesome. I can't believe it. We just put ourselves in the right place at the right time. You know, KBM, our JBL Country TRD Pro is amazing today. Just can't thank everyone enough. Back at the shop, you know, Toyota Racing just helps me so much to get here. And this truck looks awesome in victory lane. I'm so glad to be here.
We were listening in on the scanners, and I know that there was some back and forth about team orders and who was gonna take it to the checkered flag. How was that decision made? How did you process it?
Yeah, no team orders there.
See you guys in the next one.
Woohoo!